Hey crafty family, it's me, and today we are going to make something in honor of the eclipse. We are going to make this cute tag that is like, you know, looks like an eclipse, kind of? I don't know. I don't know. It kind of looks like an eclipse. Maybe we'll make it better this time. It's supposed to be a tag, but when I got done with it, I realized I hadn't cut the angles to make it really a tag. And I put the sentiment on it, so I'll do better this time. We'll do better together this time. But I thought this was cute, and I thought we can give it a try, and yeah. So the first thing I did was I took the tag, and I took this here in a white crayon because I wanted to make sure that I didn't go into the inner circle so that there would be like a white line when you're looking at it around, kind of. I'm going to do it a little lower this time. Or maybe I should do it higher and then put the sentiment below it. That's a good idea. Either way, and I just drew with the crayon around it, just the white crayon, just to, because it'll act as a resist. To help keep the, because I'm going to use mostly watercolor paints. I'm going to use a little bit of acrylic, but mostly this is going to be watercolor. Okay, so I can see that, but you can't. Take my word for it, there is a waxy white line there. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to cut out, oh, did I already throw that away? I might still have the one that I used before, if I'm lucky. Probably not. Did I do something with it? Did I throw it away, really? Oh, man. Well, that could suck. I didn't think I threw it away. Anyway, I'll just make a new one. I had cut a circle out of this scrap cardstock with my Soikel cutter. And I'll just do that again. And I could probably maybe use, well, no. I cut it all wonky. Let me try it again. Having a hard time. There we go. So I measured it after I took whatever whatever I cut. And I measured after I'd put it down because it ended up being a little bigger. So you're going to want to cut a circle. You don't have to do this, but this is just because if you're okay with painting around that and not getting the paint on the inside of it, then, you know, you're good to go. But me, on the other hand, I'm not good at that, and I will definitely screw up. So basically I just want to protect the center of this. But you don't have to do that, of course. I'm trying to find my tape because I have a really big mess on my desk right now because I did this and I didn't want to clean up to do the video, you know. I was like, well, alright, I'm going to line this up on here. The best I can. Hope that that's good. Goodness, I'm having trouble this time. Dang it. I think my circle's a little big this time. And I can't, it's so hard to see the line. Alright, good enough. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, so what I did was, I have dirty water. It's not helping. I took, I took some water and went around the circle. Just some clean water. And then I made like little, what looks like sun, little zigzaggy lines, you know what I mean? Just little lines coming out from the water. And you could do this, you can add water, or you could just do it with the color. And then I took yellow and dropped in the yellow around and see if you hit that crayon line, you're not going to go any further than that. You know what I mean? And see, you can see now where I started to kind of draw out the little. Okay, so now I'm going to take this red color here and mix in a little of this orange. And then I'm going to go ahead and start making the little things. Whatever they are called. The rays, that's it. They're sun rays, aren't they? What they're considered? I don't know. Sorry. I'm trying to think because I'm like paranoid I'm going to forget something that I did and then screw it up and it'll be like a fail. And I don't want to fail for you guys because it's a really cute little tag and I don't want to mess it up. I'm not very good at painting, so I have to concentrate when I do this. So then I'm going to take a little bit more water on my brush and then kind of a little more of that yellow in there. And you don't have to worry too much about the little points and if they're perfect or not, because when we do the black, that's when we'll like perfect everything a little bit more. I'm trying to find my rag and it's right here. So basically I'm just going in and filling in I'm adding very little water because I'm just making it a little stronger. On the tips of the little rays. And dropping back in some more yellow so it'll kind of flow out. You just got to keep playing with it until you get it how you want it. It looks good to me. So I'm going to dry this and see if I like it, if there's any touching up I need to do. So we'll dry it real quick. I'm just going to add a little water over here, get this flowing a little bit more. I'm just breaking up any harsh lines that I see. Just with plain water. That's why I like watercolor so much, because it's like you can correct things, which is pretty cool. If you don't like something, you could pretty much go back and, you know, do what you want to change it a little bit. Okay. So that looks good to me. It actually almost looks better than the first one I did. Yeah. Because I used different colors in this one, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I used a little bit lighter colors. And I've been taking this piece of tissue, or deli paper I think it is actually, and dipping, folding in half and just dipping it in in different areas as I've used it. And I did another project earlier where I used pink, so that's in there as well. Got pink going on. And I'm just making a piece of deli paper that's going to come out really pretty when it's done. It's kind of cool to use deli paper that way to sop up your stuff. It ends up coming out pretty neat, and you have a piece of nice painted deli paper to play with. Okay, so now I am going to take this off because I'll probably use this piece. Oh, that's the old one. Duh, that's still on there. Well, I'll probably use this one. Well, it can still stay on there for now, I guess. Doesn't matter. Now we're going to put the black in, and I use watercolor for this. And I don't dilute it too much. I use it pretty full strength. Not full strength. I mean, I use a little water, obviously, but I use it, you know, pretty strong. And if you don't want to use black watercolor, you can just use black acrylic paint, but I like the idea of using the black watercolor. And then you just go in and you just define your little rays. You know, you could just make little triangles and color in your background. It doesn't really take that long. You want to use a good pointy brush, you know, something that has a nice point on it that you can make your little, and you can adjust the shape of the little rays, because obviously you're not going to be able to keep them too wonky, because you're going to, you know, your brush is going to automatically want to go point, you know, make them a little more pointy, which is fine. I should have my glasses on, but I don't. Where are my glasses? I think they're over by my desk, but that's okay. I'll be alright. And you may or may not have to go over some spots, especially if you use watercolor. So, it's just tricky. Sorry if this is boring. I want to try to get away with not editing this video. So I'm going as fast as I can through the boring parts of this video. Chris just walked upstairs, so he's probably going to make noise. But, yeah, you're just going to want to color the background all black, completely black, and do the best you can with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can adjust the little rays to make them different shapes along the way. Cool. Now you may or may not need a second coat in places, because once it dries it might look, you know, not as good. I don't know. So let's dry this real quick and see what we got. Let's see. Okay, there's a couple of spots. A couple of like spots that are not as black as others, so I'm just gonna go in, darken those spots up. Alright, I need to add a little bit more paint. A little bit more water. There we go. Chopped off one of my rays. I'm just kind of doing a rough second coat. You don't really need to worry about it too much. Okay, let's try that and see how it comes out. Looks good to me. Now I'm going to take off the sun. The moon, I mean. It's not the sun. It's the moon. And we are going to take, I'm just going to clean that up. And we're going to take some black acrylic paint for this, because I don't want it to run. Let's see what I do with it. There it is. I'm going to take a little bit of black acrylic on a brushy brush. Now, of course, you can leave it like that if you want, or you can paint in the black like that. But see, I kind of want it to be 3D, so I'm just going to use this piece of cardstock and we're actually going to emboss it as well. We're going to do a couple coats of black paint. Well, one should probably actually do it just fine. Don't need two. Right back here. Apparently it wants to be on the floor. It's just about dry. Okay. Okay. So it is painted and it is dry enough. I'm just going to hit it a little bit more. Okay. Now I'm going to take some VersaFine and black. I'm wondering if I should use black sparkle. Yeah, I think it would look cool with the black sparkle. It'll make it stand out a little more. I think that would be a good choice, don't you? Well, I could use black ink, but I'm going to use the Versamark, not VersaFine. Where is the Versamark? Where'd you go, Versamark? Oh, you're over here. There you are. And then we're going to make a black sparkly moon, because why not? And I know that a lot of times when you see the Eclipse, it has mostly white around it. Not, you know. Some pictures I've seen, though, had the red and the yellow, like, rays around it. And that's kind of what I thought would look cooler. I was kind of more impressed with that look than just having white, because I'll show you what I tried to do the first time. And I didn't really like it. I did this, and I was going to do the background darker, but like I did that with the crayon. I just thought, meh, I didn't really care for that too much. I wasn't thrilled with it. So I decided to try that, and I liked it better, much better. Okay, now we'll take this and clean this up. Okay, let's hope we can dry this. Ow. I set my finger stuck on it while it was hot. That was fun. Okay. So it's going to sit up and it's going to have the white ring around it, but it'll also have that. So it kind of will look cool. So that is our moon. I love it. And then we're going to white emboss the words, what was it again? I'd travel to the moon and back. I could put like for you or whatever, but it's kind of weird because I'm going to be giving it to a friend, and I don't, oh, I guess I could put that, but I don't know, I don't need to. Maybe I will. Maybe we'll just be different. Is it? Oh, it doesn't have for you. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. That's okay. I'll just leave it to what I have because, you know, it's good enough. Okay, and for that we're using white. And back. There's a little bit of I'm just taking a brush and getting off any remaining little bits. Because it'll certainly show up. Okay. Alrighty. Close that up. We'll heat set that. Oh, hold on. Okay, so now we've got our embossed little sentiment, we've got our moon, and we just need to stick it with some foamy sticky things. What did I do with the foamy sticky things? Did you see my foamy sticky things? Alright, who took my foamy sticky things? There they are. I knew you had them. We will take some foamy sticky things on the back of the moon. Foamy sticky things. Let me just darken that edge real quick. That's inked all the way around. Okay. And now getting off these little things are going to be a stress test. We love stress tests, don't we? Okay, get off. Alright, now I need to line this up, so hold your horses. Good enough. Very cute. Now, I'm going to, how do I want to do this? We're going to cut the edge, and that one there, so we're going to turn it over to match it. And then we can punch a hole. And voila. We got our cute little tag that says I'd travel to the moon and back. And I've got some seam binding or something I'll put in that later. But I just think that is so cute. What do you think? I think this one looks better than this one. They're both cute though. I just like this one better. But they're both cute. I love them both. I hope you do too. And I hope you'll give this a try so that you can commemorate the eclipse Plus, this can count towards one of your tags in the Pink Poodle Pack Creative Crafty Playground, where we are having a tag challenge this month. So here's another tag that you can make. So yeah, totally. You can even add little stars around it if you want. But I hope you'll give it a try because it's really cute. And on the back, I'm going to put, you know, the date of the eclipse and whatnot. I'll probably keep this one. And I'll spruce this one up a little bit with some sparkly embossing powder here, and I'll probably give this one away. But I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to keep it just to commemorate the eclipse, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and make sure you share it on your social media, on Facebook, Twitter, all the good stuff. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. In my analytics, I noticed that a lot of people that watch my videos aren't even subscribed. So please give me a subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. It's just that little red button. That's all you got to do. You don't have to do nothing else if you don't want to. But if you want to get notifications in your email, you can click the bell icon next to the subscribe button after you've subscribed to get notifications. But if you don't click that bell, you won't get notifications. So you won't know when I'm having videos. So that's a good idea to do as well. But if you don't like getting emails, you don't have to do that. It's up to you. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Be safe watching the eclipse. Make sure you have glasses. Make sure your children have glasses. Or don't go outside and look at the sun. I don't want anybody to be unsafe. I live right in the path of totality, as they call it. The path of totality. That sounds like a movie, doesn't it? It's so weird. But anyway, we live right in the path, so I'm excited for this eclipse very much. I'm getting up and going out to a spot to see it. Hopefully not a crowded spot. I'm not going like downtown Nashville because that's going to be flipping insane. So I'm just going to go somewhere locally, like just random. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Don't forget, I have links in the description to my group, to my Patreon, and in my Patreon, that's a way you can support my group. Support my channel, and and for supporting my channel, you can get things like access to a secret Poodle Pack Facebook group where we do swaps and all kinds of fun stuff in there. And you can also get classes every month that are live classes that you get to help pick what we learn. These are all perks of being a patron of my Patreon, so check out that link below as well. And yeah, that's it. I hope you have a great rest of your day and week and month, and do what you love and love what you do, and be nice to people. Talk to you later. Bye.